I really felt like I had the kind of stuff this week that was going to be very, very hard to beat if I just maintained my composure. Businesslike and, very monotonous on the course. That it was just going to be really hard to beat Stewart Cink at this course this week. And, it's cool when something like that comes over you, when a feeling like that happens, and then the end result is you were right.
Inside the ropes of the RBC Heritage, powered by your Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers.
Good evening and welcome to Inside the Ropes. And what a week it was in the Low Country for Stewart Cink. The 47-year-old claims his third RBC Heritage title, and he did it in dominating fashion. Cink finishing the 53rd RBC Heritage 19 under par, 4 shots better than Emiliano Grillo and Harold Varner III. With his son Reagan as his caddy, Cink was steady from start to finish. He shattered the lowest 36-hole score at Harbour Town and then would break the 54-hole scoring mark on Saturday. Cink would carry a 5-shot lead into the final round. While the field could never catch him, Cink put things on cruise control, shooting a stress-free 1 under 70 to cap off a dominant performance. Again, Cink winning at Harbour Town for the 3rd time in his career. He also took home the Heritage title in 2000 and again in 2004. Listen to this. For his win on Hilton Head this week, Cink taking home a little more than $1.2 million, nearly as much as his 2 previous Heritage wins combined. But for Cink, it was about much more than money and that nifty plaid jacket.
It was just a really good, solid week all the way through. It was pretty spectacular the first 2 days, just like couldn't do no wrong. And then, the weekend was just, it was just a bunch of solid hitting, nothing exciting, but enough. And just the best thing here this week to make it more special or differently special than other tournaments was the fact that it happened at my age and with Reagan caddying, and Connor and his fiance and Lisa were all here. Several of my friends came down just to be here for this, and to have a posse like that waiting at the end to celebrate with is just it's just an experience that you just don't get to have in your life that often, and I'm very fortunate to be one of the people that got to experience that.
Now our Amy Zimmer joins us, and Amy, this win by Cink, part of his resurgence on the PGA Tour. Guy is having quite a year.
He really is, Frank. How about this? Stewart Cink, just the 4th player to win twice in the same PGA Tour season after turning 47 years old. Cink broke a 12-year winless streak at the Safeway Open back in September. He also added 5 more top 20 finishes, including a tie for 12th at the Masters last week. Only Stewart Cink and Bryson DeChambeau can boast about having 2 wins this season. Cink could just be preparing for life on the Champions Tour. Cink playing some of the best golf of his career as he tees it up against guys half his age.
At 47, I just don't have this endless supply of energy, and I need to kind of keep my decision making to a minimum. And as it turns out, I think that having 2 wins in between the U.S. Opens, maybe I might be exempt for the U.S. Open now. I'm not really sure, but I'm hoping that I can get out of that 36-hole qualifier. That's where I'm going with this whole energy thing. I would love to not have to play in that and save myself a little bit of scheduling and also energy output for that Monday. So I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but that's one of the, hopefully, the benefits of winning here.
The last time Cink won more than once in a single season was in 2004. The 47-year-old veteran now has 8 PGA Tour wins in his career. Frank?
Simply amazing. I mean, I'm 46 years old and I'm tired from the week on the course. This guy's out there playing amazing golf. All right, thanks so much, Amy. We're going to check back in with you in just a couple minutes. And still to come on Inside the Ropes, a champion has been crowned. We'll take a look at the highlights and show you exactly what went down on the Harbour Town Links Sunday afternoon. That's when Inside the Ropes continues. Stick around.
Inside the ropes of the RBC Heritage, powered by your Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers.
And welcome back to Inside the Ropes. Stewart Cink wins the 53rd RBC Heritage, and he did it in dominating fashion. His third win at Harbortown comes by 4 shots. He pretty much goes wire to wire for the win. Only a 9 under 62 by Cameron Smith denied the 47-year-old Cink from leading start to finish. Smith led Cink by 1 shot entering Friday's second round. During Sunday's final round, all the pressure was on the field. Cink, well, he had a comfortable lead, and as the 4th round played out, nobody was going to catch him. What a year, and dare I say, a good year for the RBC Heritage. Despite the pandemic and forced to have smaller crowds than normal, the second Heritage since June gave golf fans in the Low Country plenty to cheer about. Sungjae Im coming out of the bunker at the par 5 15th. Im going to stick it close, picks up birdie there. He finishes 10 under, tied for 13th. Savannah native Brian Harman also finishes -10 and tied for 13th. Harman with a 1 under 70 on Sunday. Charlie Hoffman with another nice showing in the Low Country. He's picking up the birdie at the par 4 9th. He finishes the tournament at -9. Past Heritage champ Webb Simpson with a top 10 finish at number 15. He nearly picks up the eagle, settles on birdie there, finishes at 11 under. Colin Morikawa would be in the final pairing of the day, but struggled Sunday, missing the par putt at the par 5 second. He was 1 over on the round, finishes the tournament at -12. Matt Fitzpatrick used to vacation at Sea Pines as a kid. He finishes his final round with a 3 under 68. He's got the pretty shot out of the bunker there at number 2, leads to the birdie for Fitzpatrick. Maverick McNeely with a great final round to climb up the leaderboard. McNeely's second shot coming from the bunker at the par 4 9th. He leaves himself a tap-in birdie after this shot. He was 4 under Sunday, finishes tied for 4th at 13 under. Emiliano Grillo solid from start to finish this week at the par 5 5th. His third shot, beauty. Grillo picks up birdie there, finishes tied for 2nd at 15 under. Also finishing at 15 under, Harold Varner III, 5 under 66 Sunday, nearly picking up eagle at number 2, would take birdie there. Good tournament for the former East Carolina standout, but nobody able to catch this man. Stewart Cink on cruise control Sunday, was 1 under on the round. Cink's third shot at number 5, well, that's going to lead to the birdie, and Cink, with just 3 bogeys the entire tournament, he wins the 53rd RBC Heritage by 4 strokes and claims his 3rd plaid jacket in the process. All right, so here's a look at the final RBC Heritage leaderboard. Stewart Cink finishing at 19 under par, 4 better than 2 golfers, Harold Varner III and Emiliano Grillo, both ending up tied for 2nd at -15. 3 more golfers sharing 4th place. Maverick McNeely, Corey Connors, and Matt Fitzpatrick all end up at 13 under for the tournament. Couple golfers finishing at -12 and a tie for 7th. Chris Kirk and Colin Morikawa there. And another little pack of guys finishing tied for 9th at -11 in that group. Cam Smith, Shane Lowry, Webb Simpson, and Russell Henley. Amy Zimmer now rejoins us. I tell you what, Amy, a lot of guys were able to go low this week, and you got to believe the weather had something to do with that.
Exactly, Frank. The tournament never had the strong winds we're used to seeing on Hilton Head. Also, thankfully, the rain held off. It was a quiet weather week-wise for golfers, and that equaled some solid rounds, including several on Sunday.
I don't know. I felt like I've been playing well all year. It just hasn't, I haven't really gotten through to play really well, get up there. So, yeah, it was nice to just, I don't know what the difference was this week, but I feel like I'm trying to do the same thing every week, play well, and sometimes you play really well and sometimes you don't. And just enjoying it. I really love playing golf. Always have, always will, whether I play out here or not. So I just, it was good.
Kind of what I said yesterday, was going to be a little fight for 2nd place. Just the way he was playing, and it was kind of that today. Happy the way I finished with that chip in, and those 2 putts that I made on 17 and 18 gives me a lot more confidence going into the weeks to come.
I was really happy with how I played today. Game plan going in was you have to jump on those first 5 holes, and I definitely did. So 4 under through 5 was a great start, and then it got interesting. That back 9 played a little tough, and I definitely think I took on a little bit too much risk there, chased a few pins, and that cost me a couple bogeys. But proud of the way I hung in there, made a couple good par saves, and keep building that confidence.
It was a good finish. Still, just don't have everything firing right now. I feel like the irons are just a little bit off. I mean, it's pretty good. It's just not, not as good as I want it. So get a little work in next week.
Despite not finishing on top, the pros on the leaderboard feeling good after their final round Sunday at the RBC Heritage. Frank.
All right, thanks so much, Amy. Stay right there because we're going to check back in with you in just a second. Still to come on Inside the Ropes, we'll catch up with some of the folks that play a big role in making the RBC Heritage a success each and every year. Talking about the volunteers. That's coming up when Inside the Ropes continues. Stick around.
The ropes of the RBC Heritage, powered by your Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers.
Tell you what, the South Carolina Low Country once again shine for the PGA Tour. The RBC Heritage, one of the favorite stops for many of the golfers on the PGA Tour, and I wonder why. Take a look at that. What a backdrop this is for a sporting event. And welcome back to Inside the Ropes here on WJCL 22 News at 11. I tell you what, Victoria, you weather folks, we're serving up the good stuff for this week's tournament, but now all of us non-professional golfers have to go to our offices Monday. We go to work. What's the weather looking like?
It's looking pretty nice. It's actually going to be warmer tomorrow than it has been this whole weekend, and luckily we did stay nice and dry. We're still pretty cloudy though over downtown Savannah, mostly cloudy for the moment. That's preventing temperatures to drop too much. We're set at 69 degrees over the river, and winds are picking up out of the southwest at 10 miles per hour. So it is a little breezy, but overall a nice evening, and we will be staying dry. Now most of the area still in those upper 60s for the moment. Some of us still in those 70s. We're at 71 degrees in Ridgeland, 70 in Beaufort, and near 70 as we move towards the beachfront. We'll continue to cool up a little bit more once these clouds gradually start to break up heading into tomorrow morning. That will allow lows to drop just a little bit more towards the 50s. We'll drop to about 56 degrees inland here in Savannah, dropping just below 60 and towards those mid 60s at the coast. Again, mostly cloudy for tonight, and then we'll gradually start to clear up heading into your Monday afternoon, and that will allow highs to go back towards 80 degrees for your Monday. So Hampton and Metter tomorrow topping off at 79, Savannah and Rincon at 80, and Alma will be at 79 as well. Mostly sunny skies. Once we get through the afternoon, there still will be a little bit of cloud coverage out there, but we'll see more peaks of sunshine. And that's a similar story towards the islands. If you are hitting the beach tomorrow, St. Simon's at 78 degrees, Tybee a little bit cooler in those mid 70s, Hilton Head at 76, Defusky topping off at 78, and Hunting Island will be at 75 as well. Mostly sunny skies towards the coast. Now that water temperature is still a little cool out there, but it is gradually starting to warm up towards spring. Now Monday again, a 0% chance for some rain. We start to see that rain chance creep back into the forecast as we head into Tuesday. It's only about a 20% chance for some rain. That usually just means some isolated showers in the forecast. Most of the day will remain dry, and then we start to dry out for the rest of the week. Frank?
All right, thanks so much, Victoria. And back to our RBC Heritage coverage now. And this year marked the 53rd Heritage on Hilton Head, a feat that wouldn't be possible without the work of the dedicated volunteers. Our Riley Miller has more from the Low Country.
I've been blessed to have the ability to give time to people and volunteer myself, and that's what the volunteer is.
From welcoming people to the tournament to keeping the spectators and players safe, the RBC Heritage runs smoothly thanks to the volunteers who give their time each year. These volunteers come to Hilton Head from all over the country for this special opportunity.
They may be down here vacationing for the 2 weeks. They may be have a home down here and they come down part-time, or they may live here.
Volunteers range in age from teens to those who've been donating their time for more than 20 years. One of this year's volunteers is Hilton Head Prep Junior, Kit Schaefer. An avid golfer herself, she has big plans for her future.
My goal as a golfer is to play college golf someday, and if I get good enough to play pro, that would be a dream goal.
She says working alongside the pros this week is a great learning experience and something she'll never forget.
Volunteering in this tournament, I would say, is helping me reach my goal because I get to see what it takes, what they put in, and how much work they put in to be where they are right now. Getting to see that is really helpful.
All right, now we're not done shining that spotlight on those hardworking volunteers. Amy Zimmer rejoins us now with even more.
Thanks, Frank. One of the most exciting moments for fans is when the golfers ride back to the clubhouse on a cart, waving the fans, maybe even tossing them a golf ball. A handful of volunteers wait around the 18 green to help make all that happen.
This might look like just a golf cart shuttle area. However, it's one of the most important spots at the RBC Heritage. Whether pros are making the turn to the front nine or finishing their round, the couriers transport golfers and caddies back to the clubhouse. Couriers chairman Sylvia Kurtz has been doing this job for 24 years.
This is like a family out here. We have the same volunteers year after year. We only see them 1 year. And all of our security people, everybody involved out here is like family. So it's like a family reunion every year. And I can't wait to see them every year.
However, the past two tournaments have been very different due to the pandemic. Volunteers sanitizing carts after every use, and instead of driving the pros, couriers guide the way on a separate cart.
All my volunteers had no problem cleaning the carts every time we used them, and it went like clockwork.
The RBC Heritage, the only PGA Tour event without immediate access to the clubhouse from the 18th hole. Without these hardworking volunteers, the pros would be literally lost.
We lose the carts because the players want to go on their own. They don't want to follow us, so it's been kind of a challenge. We've had people that actually wanted to drag race a couple of the players, and we found carts and bushes some places, but we managed it anyway, and it kind of makes it a little bit fun.
Amy Zimmer, WJCL 22 News.
Listen to this. Volunteers have to live within an hour and a half of Hilton Head for the week of the tournament and agree to work a minimum of 16 hours or 4 shifts, depending on the assignment. Frank?
I'm still trying to soak in they find golf carts in the bushes.
I know. She explained that. She also had plenty of other stories to go along with it. We're talking about driving them off the cart path. A lot of things can happen, apparently.
Let's remember, boys will be boys out there. All right, I know the Volunteers always have a memorable experience at the Heritage. And speaking of just that, former Savannah Christian and University of Georgia standout Brian Harmon had another good showing at the Heritage. Harmon was 1 under par Sunday and finished in a tie for 13th at 10 under. It was the 5th top 15 finish in his last 8 starts. Harmon plans to take next week off, then play in the Valspar Championship before heading to Quail Hollow for the Wells Fargo Championship. After that trip to Charlotte, he'll take another week off to start getting ready for the PGA Championship coming up next month up at Kiowa Island. Well, another local guy that teed it up at this year's RBC Heritage was Bluffton's Bryson Nimmer. It was his 4th PGA Tour start, and while he failed to make the cut, he had a truly memorable experience there at Harbortown. After shooting a 9 over 80 Thursday, he would rebound, fire a 3 under 68 on Friday, but at 6 over par, the RBC Heritage was over quicker than he had hoped.
So I've got some things coming up. Hopefully they come to fruition. A couple sponsor exemptions hopefully that happen, and we'll just see. I mean, it's kind of been crazy the last couple of years, but whatever I can get, I'll be happy to have.
Of course, we wish the best of luck to Bryce. And hey, still to come here on Inside the Ropes, we'll start getting you ready for the next PGA Tour event in our area. Yeah, we do have another one, hard to believe. And one last look at that final RBC Heritage leaderboard. We'll be right back.
Ropes of the RBC Heritage, powered by your Savannah and Low Country Honda dealers.
And welcome back to Inside the Ropes. Stewart Cink winning the 53rd RBC Heritage at Harbour Town. It's his third RBC Heritage title, his last coming 17 years ago. Let's go ahead now and take another look at that final leaderboard. Here you go. Stewart Cink finishing at 19 under par, 4 better than 2 golfers, Harold Varner III and Emiliano Grillo, both ending up tied for second at -15. A couple more golfers sharing 4th place, Maverick McNeely, Corey Connors, and Matt Fitzpatrick, all ending up at 13 under for the tournament. A couple golfers finishing at -12 and a tie for 7th. You had Chris Kirk and Colin Morikawa. Then another little pack of guys finishing tied for 9th at -11. In that group, you had Cam Smith, Shane Lowry, Webb Simpson, and Russell Henley. Well, the shot of the day doesn't get much better than this. Stewart Cink celebrating his 3rd win at the RBC Heritage with family and friends after making his final putt there at number 18. Cink said he had a good bit of folks at Harbour Town for Sunday's final round, and it was a truly memorable, magic moment for that entire Cink party. Congratulations again to the now 3-time winner of the RBC Heritage, Stewart Cink.
The Congaree Golf Club course has been described as one of the world's most challenging and best designed courses. And with the philanthropic mission of the Congaree Foundation, it embodies the best of South Carolina and her people.
Well, just a couple weeks ago, South Carolina Governor Henry McMaster and Congaree Golf Club in Ridgeland announcing the Palmetto Championship at Congaree will be contested the week of June 7th through the 13th. The PGA Tour event created to fill a void on the schedule due to the RBC Canadian Open being canceled due to the challenges associated with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, we'll be looking to taking you inside the ropes of that event as well. The 53rd RBC Heritage is over. Stewart Cink wins the event for the 3rd time in his career. I want to thank you all for joining us for our coverage of this year's tournament. Of course, we'll see you back here for that event in June. We'll also see you back here for WJCL 22 News come Monday. Good night, everyone.